So happy to share that we are going to upgrade Redmi Y2 to Redmi Y3.
We are talking about the Redmi Y3. Now Y3 or the Y series, as Manu mentioned, has been a little more on the younger side. We've taken it to the Y3 with a 32 megapixel Super Selfie camera. What we've realized is the camera has become the ultimate tool for self-expression, and that's why we had to step it to the next level. In fact, we had an internal joke going where our front camera on the Y3 is much better than the primary camera on most of the phones in the industry. We wanted to be the best selfie camera in any smartphone in the world, and for that, we've got the 32 megapixel all-new sensor that's coming in. I will talk about the sensor. This sensor alone is almost 22.5% larger than the amazing camera that you had on the Y2. So you can kind of start imagining what you will see as the result of this. All of this combines to give you incredible selfies like this one. Now this has been shot on the Y3. Now this one is incredibly hard to get. For most cameras, they struggle with a selfie like this. What you have is the subject is in some kind of a shade. This is a photograph clicked on the Y3. It's a selfie that has been printed. So we compared it with a device, a Samsung A50 and the Vivo V15 Pro. Now these are at about 20 and 30,000 each. Taking a step down to other mid-range devices, there the gap obviously goes up quite a bit. So with the Y3, as you can see here, the colors, not just on the jacket, but her facial colors are more natural. So we've got AI Beautify 4.0 combined with the 32 megapixel camera for incredible results. Now with AI Beautify, it does not do too much. It looks at your skin tone, fixes that. Sometimes, for example, in the summer heat, you've got that shine coming in, so it'll dampen that part out. Of course, it is focused on the subject and not at the background. You've got auto HDR in the front. Now, why is auto HDR important? Because sometimes you can't control the light source. And an example like this, where you've got all the details, but of course, the background lighting is super harsh, low light selfie. Now, how this works, because you've got 32 million pixels and a large sensor, when it detects low light, it takes 4 adjacent pixels, combines them into one single large superpixel. A 1.6 micron superpixel, which lets in a lot more light. So that's the night mode. And of course, to enhance it further, you've got screen flash. So in case you need it, that's also an option there. Another thing that we brought in with the Y2 was the portrait selfie. Now, so if you look at the Y3 and the edge detection on the Y3 compared to more expensive devices like the A50 or the Vivo V15 Pro, you get much better results. It is with friends, and for that we've added an 80-degree field of view in the front camera, so you can capture a lot more. You capture your friends, groups, and it's easier to take those selfies as well. With the Y3, we are also introducing electronic image stabilization on videos in the front. Now this is a new one. Again, it's becoming important because a lot of our fans are taking shorter videos from the front camera, whether they're recording their daily lives to share or for themselves, and that stabilization is something that we are bringing in with the Y3. And because you've got the sensor, you've got enhanced software, what we've also done is we've added a 360-degree AI face unlock, more of a convenience feature, less to do with selfies, but essentially you don't have to align your face with your phone anymore, especially if you're lying down and reading. At any particular angle, the phone works. It is still secure. It will not work with anyone else's phone. It's just anyone else's face. It's just the trusted face that it will unlock to. You get a 32 megapixel all-new sensor in the front. Like I said, beats a lot of other phones, main camera at the back, and we've taken that and put this here. You've got AI Beautify, you've got Auto HDR coming in, Of course, incredible results in low light because of the super pixel coming in. You got shake-free selfies with the palm shutter, and of course lets you do a lot of creative creation. You've got EIS in the front, so stabilized videos from the front camera, especially if you're vlogging and things like that. A wider field of view for group selfies. Of course, portraiture and the AI semantic segmentation engine that comes in with our software, and AI face unlock for convenience. So that's just the front camera alone. About the dual rear camera as well. On the Y3, we've added a 12 megapixel main camera, and this sensor is a 1.25 micron. That means compared to a 1.12 micron, which is normally found, you get up to 25% more light coming in. More light means more details. And it has a 2 megapixel secondary camera for the depth of field. What you get when you combine these two are incredible portrait shots. So let's look at some of those portrait shots. The back camera has, as we call it, buttery smooth video experience, or if you're a Punjabi, then makhan. So you get full video recording at 60 frames per second. So you have that as well. And at the back, again, you have electronic image stabilization. So when you're walking around, making those short videos, the shake is reduced dramatically. Is the design. So let's go with the first one, immersive design. This one sees a massive jump from the Y2. You have a 6.26-inch HD plus IPS LCD display. It's a 19:9 display with a dot notch, giving you that entire immersive experience. The Y3 is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5, and you've also added a reading mode. This one is certified by TUV. Essentially what it does is, at night, it'll cut out the blue light, making it easier to read. And cutting this blue light out helps some people sleep better. And here we are bringing in Aura Prism. It's a fork to the Aura design. We've taken a step forward, and we've got a Prism design. As you can see, the Prism word kicks in, and this is a result of a unique 7-layer process. So that's the elegant blue with Aura Prism. When you hold it in your hand, you'll be able to see that diffraction coming in. It looks stunning. We have one more color. And this is the Bold Red. And of course, the third one we have is the classic black, or the prime black. So of course, it does have a 3.5 mm jack. Somehow it is still something to be called out. You've got a fingerprint sensor, and our fan favorite, you've got the IR blaster still there in the phone. One thing that we've also retained from Y2 and we've enhanced is a 2+1 card slot. So you get so you get dual SIM, dual VoLTE. Essentially, you can have two VoLTE SIMs in SIM 1 and 2, and you can add a micro SD card to it, so if you need to expand your storage. And in this case, the SD card slot can support up to 512 GB. With the Y3, we've decided to step it up. You've got a 4000 mAh 2-day battery. And to power this entire system up, we've used the Qualcomm Snapdragon 632. MIUI 10 with Android 9 out of the box. So that's the things about Y3. But what we've not forgotten about Y3 is our eagle-eyed focus on quality. Of course, we've added Corning Gorilla Glass 5, so it gives you that protection in the front. This is also coming with P2Y nano coating. So that makes it splash-proof.
Many devices today. So let's first talk about the price of the first one, right? And we are launching Redmi Y3 with two different variants. The first variant is 3GB, 32GB. So the price for this one, price for 3GB, 32GB variant of Redmi Y3 is 9,999 rupees. And we have a 4GB, 64GB variant, which will sell at 11,999 rupees. First sale is next week on 30th of April across me.com, Me Home Stores, and Amazon. And this will also be available across all Me Studio stores, Me Stores, and Me Preferred Partners.